Welcome to Empower Today. We've been thinking today about John chapter 6, where Jesus says to a huge crowd, eat my body and drink my blood. That's why we had the Radio 2 link there to the wine. See, it's all thought through. And in that talk that Jesus gave to a huge crowd of people, they would have heard when he said, eat my body and drink my blood, as literally cannibalism, which all the religions of the world at that stage said was barbaric. Even the Greeks, the Romans, they said you should never do it. And so the crowd that was thousands starts arguing intensely with one another, and they leave. Aren't you glad there are no arguments in the world these days, that we all get along swimmingly? Yeah, right. And then the disciples, they start grumbling between one another. The Greek exact translation of grumbling is you don't really want to be around people like that all the time, do you? They can try and sap the life force from you. And then they leave Jesus, and he's left with the 12 disciples, and they say, well, we're here. And Jesus says, well, do you want to leave as well? And he says, Peter's the one, he turns on his engine of aggression and he says, no, I don't want to leave. Where else are we going to go, Jesus? You're all I've got. Even though we don't understand exactly what you're saying, and we don't like what we do understand, we're going to stick with you, Jesus. And I think life needs to be like that we don't understand everything that's going on. We don't have all the I's dotted, all the T's crosses, but we trust Jesus that he is with us, even in the tough times, even when we don't understand it. And so we do eat his body, that is the communion bread. We do drink his blood, that is communion wine, as a reminder of that bigger story of him dying on the cross to give us a relationship with God. So if you're facing a tough time at this moment, remain with Jesus, stick with him, because he sticks with us. Take care and have a good week.